Welcome back to another video. On Friday, we went through all of Fern's favorite buy mode items in The Sims 4. And today, we're back, and we're going to go through my favorite build mode items in The Sim 4 because I ran out of time on Friday. So, I have this wall here, there's all my favorite stuff behind there. If you missed that video, if Future Fern is clever, there will be a card appearing on your screen about now with a link to go watch that video. If not, I'll make sure I put it in the description below. So definitely go check that out. But yeah, today we're going to be focusing on things like windows, doors, wallpapers, floors, trees, and all sorts of that stuff. So let's jump into it. Oh, and roofs. Let's start with my favorite roof texture. So we'll just put down this roof right here. My absolute favorite roof texture has gotta be probably this greenhouse one. I love me a glass roof and a skylight. It's really handy. And I mean, there's this base game ones as well where they're just clear or they're hexagon. And this one's really pretty. I never really used this particular one, but probably just the clear one, actually. It's probably... I like all the glass ones, but let's look in just the clear one because they're super handy for making skylights and all that. Maybe a bit of a cop-out, but oh well. My favorite roof sculpture... probably this bad boy. It's not going to fit on there, but I love it. It helps reduce your Sims bills. It's just really handy to have around. And the rest of these roof sculptures, to be honest, I normally forget that they exist as a category. And I think I even pull this out of a different category, not out of the roof category. So yeah, yay solar power. Oh, and then there's roof trims and stuff. But again, I don't know. I really love this one with all the decorative little flower pennants and stuff on it. But normally I'll just go for a super plain one. And yeah, let's get into the wallpapers. So in just paint, for years, this was my favorite basic paint. It's so pretty. Why am I upper level? There we go. It's just one of the basic darks, but this specific shade of purple had such a grip on me. I was absolutely obsessed with it. And I think potentially I'm gonna stick with that. I don't use it as much anymore, but I do. Ooh, although that's very pretty. I like the texture on that as well. No, we're gonna stick with the basic dark. It's just this lovely, like, aubergine color, I guess. It's really pretty. Fun fact, Fern is allergic to aubergines in real life. When it comes to wallpaper, it gets a lot more difficult. So difficult, I forget how to English properly. For years, it was this one. And I still do really like that one. But I think at the moment, it's probably actually one of these. This one from the Paranormal Pack stuff. It's subtle and not too overpowering for like a room, but it's still really, really good. So we're going to pop that one down there as, hang on, no, we're going to do two of each one. That is my favorite wallpaper. When it comes to tiles, this one is one that has come up very recently for me. It is specifically either that color or this color. I mean, no, it's the green one. And I love that there's the matching little tiles. They're the same one. They're the saffron blossom, so it still counts, even though there's two different ones. But there's just so many different colors in there that I absolutely love. So that's my favorite tile. Paneling. Ooh. I don't use paneling all that often, but when I do, it's not that one. I think I would have to go for probably something in this one because I normally use it as like a feature wall. Probably not that color though. Probably more that color. I love it as like a feature wall or like a little alcove and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go with that one. In masonry, ooh, again. I have been loving me a red brick lately. Not that particular red brick though. This one I think I do really like. It's very pretty. There's also not that one. I don't like these other ones. This one's not bad. Like this one, there's too much mortar, not grout. Grout is tiles going on, and it just, yeah, no, this one I love the color of. It is Better Days Brick Facade. Facade? I don't know. It's a word. In Rock and Stones, I do love me this guy. But I do also love me the lava stone. But the lava stone texture for me doesn't read as legit as some of the other stone options that we've got. Like these stacked stones. Like, I believe that that's a wall. Whereas this looks like someone painted rocks onto a wall. Which, sure, might sometimes be what you're going for. But normally not what I'm going for. So I think I'm going to say, yeah, that one. In siding, siding I do use a bit on the exterior of cars. That's right, I build cars in The Sims. I love this one. I think I do use this one a little bit more on the inside of my builds than on the outside, but it's still a very solid choice, and I love it. Lots of nice colors to choose from, lots of plain woods and stuff as well. It's just gorgeous. And then in miscellaneous, gosh, talk about a category that I never really use. I mean, this one's just insane. Another fun fact about me, not the biggest fan of animal prints. I would probably have to go for these metal sheets because they're so useful. Or the container ones, maybe. Because they look so good. They actually look like they're 3D when you're at the right angle on them and stuff. It's insane. So yeah, probably these ones from Eco Lifestyle. I have made so many containers into houses and stuff that, yeah, there's a matching roof thing for them. Here. It has all the same colors, so you can actually make a container with everything. So those are my favorite walls. Let's jump on to my favorite floors. My favorite wood paneling, it's probably got to be this one from Cats and Dogs. The old hickory. It's just, I don't know. It leaves itself very casual, but you can also kind of get away with formalizing it up a little bit. And I just like it. It doesn't end up with like a weird sheen on it, like some of the other ones do. I forget which ones. And like, they're not too rustic. Like if you look at these ones, they're like heckin' rustic and kind of very, very specific in which situations they would work. But yeah, I like them. I like that there's variation in the size and the staggering of it and all that. They're just nice. And they come in some very lovely colors as well. Like you've got like a whitewashed one, you've got a more natural colored one, you've got a darker one. It's just kind of my go-to floor, really. Slatted wood. Yeah, this one's not too bad, but I find the slats a little too small for my personal taste. So, carpet. I hate carpet in The Sims. But they did recently come out with this smart fiber carpet, which actually looks a lot more reasonable as a carpet texture. Because before we had, you know, this or this, and it just looked like someone had thrown up on it several times. It was gross. Or we had like the funky patterns and no real like neutrals. Or we had the really shaggy one. But yeah, or the animal in me. But yeah, I'm really happy that they've brought out just plain basic carpet so we can actually have carpet that doesn't then become the feature of the room. So yeah. Ooh, and purple. Lovely. That's my favorite carpet. Tile. I have been and still am obsessed with this particular tile. I don't know why. It's not exactly the prettiest. Like, I feel like if we had this in a couple of other color choices, it'd be even better. But there's just something about it that I just love. I love that style of tile. Having said that, I have been using this one a lot recently because it matches my wall there, but I'm still going to go with this one because it is my favorite tile. I love it. Stone. Now I have to do some remembering because I swear, I think it might be in tile actually. No? Oh, is it masonry? Yeah, okay, sorry. Never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. My favorite stone? Ooh, probably one of these Batu ones, in all honesty. Of all the stones and options that we have, they're the most... excuse me. They're the most believable looking ones. Like, all of these, or like they have just crazy patterns going on, and this one's not too bad. I like how big it is. Actually, yeah, maybe we'll go this one. It comes in some really nice colors as well, whereas the Batu one, as much as I love the Batu one, you only get 2 options. But, again, with the Batu one, it's a nice, even, unobtrusive floor. So, yeah, but we're going to go with the liminal limestone tile. And we're going to put the sage green down because I like sage green. In masonry, it is hands down this one from the Jungle Adventure Pack, Distressed Ruins. There's also cracked stone ruins, but they're not as pretty. This one, specifically, not that one, I think this color. Oh, perfect. Look at all the color variations, but it's still, like, not too much. And the number of builds that I have done that have got this exact one in it, and, like, there's all different colors that you can use and varying degrees of, like, cleanliness. But I love this green one. The green one is my favorite. It looks like opal, and it's gorgeous. I love it. Linoleum, I think I could count on one hand the number of times I've actually used linoleum, but I would probably say this is my favorite one. Favorite in quotations, and with the caveat that I've never actually used any of these, but looking at them purely aesthetically now, retro Edwardian tile is definitely my favorite. Yeah, that one's boring. Retro Edwardian. Metal! Again, I'm going to have to go with the one that matches our wall. I might actually cheat and put that one there. So you've got that one, or you've got this one that actually sort of matches it a little more. And again, look at the colorways. This one as well. It's a little bit different, and I'm not 100% sure why it's a little bit different, but yeah, that's my favorite metal. My favorite outdoor tile, probably this one with the flowers. It's pretty. I don't use them that often. I tend to favor using actual terrain paints because you get a little bit more control over what it looks like. But yeah, that's that. And my favorite miscellaneous one, and see, these end up being excuse me, I'm so sorry. These end up being a bit more of like your rooftop ones. And I do love this one as a roof pattern. It doesn't work as a floor pattern, obviously, but I think I'm still going to choose it as my favorite because it is in that category and I do really love it. So those are my favorite wallpapers and floorings from each category. Let's move on to my favorite columns. My favorite columns. Oh my goodness. There's so many to choose from. Now, specifically, I really love, if I can remember which one it is. I don't think it's that one. It's one of the high school years ones, though. Is it this? Oh, it might be this one. Yeah, I think it's one of those. I feel like there's not really one that I lean to more than others because they very much depend on the actual style of the house. If it's one that I lean to the most, it's probably this one because it's nice and simple and works everywhere and also comes in a nice variety of colors. But if we're talking purely aesthetics, none of these the one. There's one of these that's kind of like that, but it's also got the green on it. Hang on. Hang on. High school years. I'm misremembering the high school years pack. I reckon that color counts as green. Ooh, that one's pretty. Okay, so that's that one. I don't know. I can't find the one that I'm remembering, but I might be misremembering it. Ooh. Actually, no. We're going to go for this one. I love this one. This is officially my favorite. So this plain white one is my most used one. But this one, I think, looks the prettiest. When it comes to spandrels, we need to get rid of the green filter. My favorite spandrel is it this one? Because it's colorful. Look at all these colors that you can get. It's so lovely. I'm obsessed. I love it. That's my favorite spandrel. There, done. Bam, bam, bam. My favorite fence is... not that I've been using it all that much, but my favorite one at the moment is this one. Again, it comes in lovely colors. Absolutely beautiful colors. And it's just... it's really nice. It's really ornate, but it's not like overly in your face ornate. And I can't remember if there is a gate that matches it. Knowing the Sims, it probably isn't. No, there doesn't seem to be a gate for it. But my favorite gate is probably potentially this one. It's really big and like in your face, but I really like it. And again, it comes in really, really lovely colors. Like, and these tiles, oh, so pretty. I love them. Stairs. My favorite stairs are these ones. I love the Moroccan style pack, okay? They come in all the sort of matching colors to the other one. But they're just, I don't know. I really like them. And then when it comes to handrails, I tend to really like... I'm liking this one at the moment. It's a little bit boring compared to the stairs, but I love me a glass one. Although with those stairs, these look amazing. But I tend to use these lit railings because it adds a bit of light and stuff. Downside being it only changes color in the lighting. But yeah, I don't like the poles on those ones. But these ones, the glass rail with just a very low profile post to keep them up. That's my favorite type of railing. My favorite tree in the entirety of this is this tea tree. No, wait, we have jacarandas now. It's the jacaranda. That is the whole reason I bought the Love Struck pack. I love jacarandas. They're so pretty, and we have lots of them where I live. So the jacaranda tree is my favorite. When it comes to shrubs, it's the lavender bush. I have lavenders in my own yard. I love them. They grow incredibly well despite my best efforts. And in flowers, I do love me the, I don't know, it changes so often, but currently actually in flowers, it's probably, probably the bougainvilleas. My granddad absolutely loved bougainvilleas and grew them from cuttings and everything like there was no tomorrow, and I've loved them ever since. They're thorny as heck, but they're so pretty to look at. So, especially the purple ones. I like purple flowers, okay? I have a type. So what? And my favorite rock? That rock. It's just a rock. I don't know. I think we've done the outdoor water decor because we've briefly looked at that over there. So I'm not going to go through this again. Yeah, we've done that. We've done wall sculptures. All right, let's move on to doors. I'm just going to get rid of... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to move the tree. And then we can put the doors over here. So I'm going to do my doors in each height category. Because I can. And there's some very different ones. I think it'd be unfair to just do, oh, this is my favorite door overall. And wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. My favorite door is a mystery. I do love this one. I love how open it is. And again, it comes in some very nice kind of neutral colors. Yeah, I think for this height, I'm going to go with the big open back door there, like that. For medium doors, oh, I do love me this door. Yeah, that door it is. That was easy. And then in the super tall doors, which again, in all honesty, I've never actually used. Oh, that's very pretty. Do you come in the matching green? Oh, you do. That door. That's my favorite really, really, really big door. Although the Batu door is kind of cool. Windows. We'll do the same thing. I'll do normal height windows and then big windows. I love these. I love how airy and breezy they are. But my favorite window at the moment is this one. I absolutely love this. I love how much of the wall it takes up. I love the colorways and the options. I wish it came in a few more colorways, but I love it. And then from the inside, it's just like a normal window, but yeah, I love it. It's my favorite, although there's so many good windows. We could be here for hours if I talked about all the windows, but I really love them. In medium windows, I do really love me. I've never actually used it, but this window. Like, it's just begging for you to come sit on it and read a book and stare forlornly out the window. And yeah, I'll need to do a build where I use this window because it's so pretty. And then in the tall windows, probably this one. The roof. I like the roof. I need to make a house where that goes into the roof like that because that would be an amazing wall. And again, comes in some really nice colorways. So yeah, those, is that everything now? Those, wait, no, hang on. We need foundation trims. Yay. Okay, foundation trims. My favorite foundation trim. Again, it depends quite a lot on the house, but I really like these ones because it gets rid of the really bulky, like, sticky outy bit, which always annoys me, quite frankly. Like, I love this one. I love the design of the rocks and everything down there, but I don't like this wooden trim, so I try to avoid that as much as I can. So it'll be like this one or that. I think those are the only two options, actually. The rest of them all seem to have it, but this one comes in some more colorways, so we're going to go with that one. And then when it comes to platform trims, it's kind of the same deal. I like the ones that don't have like the huge sticky outy bits because they kind of, sometimes they're really handy for a platform, but other times they're really, really not. So, ooh, I would say I probably use this one the most because it defines that it's slightly different from the walls and stuff, but still doesn't have that big, huge overhang thing going on. And then in half walls, because I forgot about that, half wall trims, I really love this one from Get Famous. I love that it adds the little window thing up top of it. I use it as railings a lot because it's heckin' cool. And then we've looked at pool. Oh, we haven't looked at pool trims. Let me build a pool real quick. Bam. My favorite pool trim at the moment is this one from Lovestruck. I don't know, I just love it. I think it lends itself really well as well to being an ever so slightly above ground pool like that. Like, there's just something about that I love. And then there's matching wall tiles and all that you can use for it as well. And like, it comes in all the colors, guys. Come on. It's beautiful. And for fountain trims, I can't do that. Hang on, fountain trim. Give me a fountain. Bam. Fountain trims, I don't really... Probably just one like that. There's not, in all honesty, a lot of options, but... yeah, it depends on the situation. I think I'm going to go with the budget fountain one still, because I like the little beveled edge and all that it has. Terrain paints. My favorite terrain paint in the grass and flowers one is probably this one that adds the subtle little flowers. It's just really pretty. Again, it's probably not one that I use. Oh, probably the pink one, actually. I forgot about that one. It's probably not one that I use all that often, but sometimes on like the border of gardens, I'll put this in just because if it's like an overgrown style garden, it'll look like it's kind of encroaching onto the grass, which makes it look a little more natural. In the stone and pavement category, they've actually added a whole heap of new ones to this, and I have been loving the Pebbles Please, but in all the different colors. I really like this white one because it lends itself really well to like a stepping stone entryway, especially if you use them with, say, the black ones of these. Like, it just looks really nice and it works really well. So that's my favorite of the stonework ones. Oops. And then in dirt and sand, this one, it just looks pretty. I don't know that it's the most practical of all of them, but I like the color variation that you get in it. So yeah, razor tool, digging, that. Oh yeah, and then you got your friezes and stuff. I love this frieze. Frieze? Is that how you say that? I don't know. But it's very beautiful and I love it. The Moroccan one's also really, really nice. But I like this one because of the colors. And then you've also got your exterior trims. And in those, it's probably the same one. I think it looks pretty much identical. And yeah, so those are my favorite build buy items. And yeah, I will probably come back through and do a video on all of my least favorite things. But yeah, for now, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite build item? Is there any that you disagree with that I've used? Because it's a personal taste thing, and I'd love to know what your favorite things in The Sims 4 are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!